Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to today's science class. So, in the previous class, I have already finished the second chapter, that is components of food, and in the previous class, I have explained the whole chapter in short. Fine. So, today we are going to discuss and begin the third chapter, that is fiber to fabric. So let us see what will you be learning in this chapter. So in this chapter you will be learning about the variety of fabric, the types of fibers, and about some plant fibers. We will be discussing about the cotton and the jute fiber. Then how is the cotton fiber spun into yarn, and how is the yarn converted into fabric. Lastly, you'll be learning about the history of clothing. Fine. So let us now look at the objectives of today's class. So the first objective is that after this class, you will be able to identify the variety of fabric, and you will also be able to differentiate between artificial and natural fibers. Okay. So now I want you to get introduced to a sweet little girl whose name is Gungun. She has been invited to a family friend's house for a lunch party, and it was a hot summer. So she stood in front of her wardrobe, and she was wondering at what to wear for the party. She has lots of fancy dresses which is made up of artificial silk and synthetic materials, but she did not want to wear those dresses. So she was confused what to wear for the party. And then finally she decided that she will be wearing a beautiful cotton skirt and top. So children, now can you think and say why did she opt for a simple cotton dress, leaving out all the rich silken ones? I already said that it was a hot day, and the answer is very simple, that the dress which is made of the artificial silk and the synthetic materials would be very hot and uncomfortable to wear because it does not allow air to pass through it. On the other hand, the cotton dress would be very comfortable as it allows air to pass through it, and it would keep her cool in that afternoon or in that hot summer day. Fine. And now look at this picture. You might have visited a cloth shop, and there you might have seen lot of cloths which are made up of different materials. So have you ever touched and felt the materials? When you touch the materials, you will feel that the texture of all the dress materials or all the cloth is different. Some are very smooth and some are very rough. So next time if you visit a cloth shop, please touch the cloth materials and then feel the texture, whether it is rough or smooth. Yes. So all the dress are made up of different cloth materials, not only dresses, things like a bag, even your school bag, then the gunny bag, and then bed sheet, then curtains, tablecloth, everything is made up of different types of cloth materials. So we are going to learn about the different types of cloth materials. Now, why do we wear cloth? We wear cloth to cover our body and to protect ourselves from the harsh climatic conditions, and above all we want to look good, so we wear cloth. Now let us make an observation. Fine. So let us view a fiber in a fabric. So you can see that you can see a particular pattern on the screen. It is a pattern which is seen on a cotton cloth. Yes, and what am I doing is that I am trying to take out a thread or a yarn from the fabric. The thread was loose, so I could take it out easily. So I have taken out the thread or the yarn. That means fabrics are made up of what? Fabrics are made up of threads or yarn. Fine. Now next let's see what is a yarn made up of. You can see on the screen that some hair-like structures are there on the yarn, and now if you scratch it or if you just rub the tip of the thread, you will find that the tip has separated into some hair-like structures. So these are the fibers. So that means what? The fabric is made of yarn and the yarn is made of fibers. Fine. So that means fabric is made of yarn and the yarn is made of fibers. Now we get different fibers from plants and animals. Yes. So the fibers which we get from plants and animals are called natural fibers. So the examples of plant fibers are flax, then cotton, jute. Yes, and the examples of animal fibers are silk fiber, then wool fiber. That means we get the source of some fibers are plants and animals, and those fibers are called natural fibers. Yes, so jute and cotton are examples of plant fiber. Then silk fiber is an example of animal fiber, and we get silk. That means we draw the silk fiber from the cocoon of silkworm. We get wool fiber from animals like sheep, yak, camel. Yes, so these are all natural fibers. So jute and cotton are obtained from plant source, and silk and wool are obtained from animal sources. Apart from the natural fiber, there is another type of fiber which is not obtained from any plant or animals. It is obtained or it is made from chemical substances. So this fibers are called synthetic fibers. So the examples of synthetic fibers are rayon, artificial silk, then nylon, polyester, acrylic. Yes, so that means there are two types of fibers which is used to make the yarn, and then the yarn is used to make the fabric. So the types of fibers are the natural fiber and the synthetic fiber. The natural fiber is obtained from plant and animal sources, but the synthetic fibers are prepared in the industries and factories from chemical substances. Fine. So this is what we have for today's class. Now let us do a quick recap or summarize what we have learned today. So today we have learned that there are variety of clothing material or fabric such as cotton, silk, wool and polyester. Fabrics are made from yarns, which in turn are made from fibers. Fibers are either natural or synthetic. Cotton, wool and silk, jute are some natural fibers, while nylon and polyester are some examples of synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals, while synthetic fibers are made from chemical substances. So this is all for today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.